All right, so here's the moment we've all been waiting for. This thing took a long time. Let's flip this camera around here. Or not. Yeah, whatever. All right, so as you can see, everything's put back together. A shiny new fuel pump installed, things are cleaned up. And what I ended up doing is I kind of cheated. I dumped a little bit of gas down in the float bowl so I could kind of prime things up and get it to run and just run the pump. And I had this going to a hose to another gas can, just so I could get some gas through that line, make sure there was no crud stuck up in there. But everything's hooked up, everything's buttoned up. Any spilled gas is pretty much mopped up. Okay, we'll for safeties. All right, let's see this thing go. All right, now we gotta check for leaks. I don't see any gas dripping. It is smooth. I mean, look at that. I don't want to get my hopes up too high, but this thing's purring like a kitten. And I didn't even mess with, I went by the book, so nothing is finely tuned. This is just a run here. So, as you can see, all right, our pump's working. I'm gonna let this thing come up to temp before I do any testing of the shifter. Sounds beautiful though. So, coming back aboard, mind my mess here. So there's a hissing sound, and that's this guy right here. So it's basically creating a vacuum leak, and that replaces the choke. There's also a valve that dumps more gas in. There's a passageway down in there somewhere. But boy, I just can't get over how smooth this thing is. I mean, just look at that. So our gauges all look good. It's idling a little, about 1500 right now. After it warms up, it's supposed to drop down to I think 750 or 800. We're still plenty cold yet. Normal operating temp's 175. Oil pressure's good. No warning lights or anything like that. So we'll hang out for a little while, watch it. I'm waiting for that TKS to close up. Just a night and day difference though. Still no dripping. Still warming up. First time I heard this thing idle in quite a while. Still seeing not much there. Starting to close up, you can hear it. The missing's getting a little more subtle. Quieter. Let's see if that idle should be dropping down pretty soon here. And that's going to be the real test, is when the idle drops down. I hope it stays smooth. Time will tell. Alright. And very quiet now. RPMs are starting to drop ever so slightly. Still a little high. Like I said, we should be down around here at idle. But I don't want to do anything until she comes up. There, now she's coming down a little bit. Wait for it. Now again, I just went by the book, so nothing's fine-tuned. I love how it sounds though. It sounds beautiful. What I'm doing now is I'm loosening up that throttle adjustment a little bit. She's running a little fast here. Want to go too ham on it. I'm gonna give it a couple of revs and see if anything's hung up. I do see our temp gauge hasn't moved yet. Right. There. Just gonna sit down over there for a bit. See if it settles down. It sounds beautiful. It's running a little fast. The tech could be a little off, but that still sounds a little fast. here. Hopefully I didn't lower too much. We'll see. So, there, you guys can sit there for a second. Yeah, I might need to get a different digital tachometer tool in order to really dial it in. I don't know if I can really trust that gauge. See what she does if I kick her in gear. Now, for safeties, I don't have anything near that prop. I made some adjustments over here. So this cable was out of whack, about a 1/4 inch, which caused it not to fully engage when it was put in forward gear. So let's see what she does now. Okay, we have engagement right before the detent, which is good. We'll come out. There she goes. Oh. Let's test reverse now. Now it should also engage slightly before the detent. Okay. Oh, a little bit of shakeage. Oh man. I don't know about you, but I think this thing's ready for a water test. Back in neutral. Yeah. Well, I always have to work for what I have. Yeah, I might have to dial it up just a skosh. Oh. Yeah, I think I had that set a little too low. Let's give her another shot here. Few kinks to work out. I think I'm on the right track. Well, that about wraps it up. So my boat is now ready for the water once again.